don't think we've outgrown our need for a separate black church.
For as early as I can remember, I've been going to church. In my life, I've attended many different churches: traditional churches, contemporary churches, small churches, large churches, churches with mixed congregations, congregations where I was one of a few number of black people, and of course, black churches. I never thought anything about it. It was just where people went to church, separate and I presumed equal.
I would say in general, the purpose of the overall church is to bring humanity back to Christ or back to God. There's a dual responsibility, I think, of the church. The first is that of evangelism, that is, sharing the message of salvation of Christ. And the second is what we might call Christian education or nurturement, the training and teaching, the equipping of the saints for the work of the ministry. So I would say the Civil War becomes a dividing line, a decisive point in history when the separation took place and the whites said that they could no longer support the black churches or allow the continued fellowship and mixing between blacks and whites as it related to tuition. And so then we were kind of forced to ourselves and to organize ourselves. There were those cultural differences that kind of gave rise to that. And then now people talk about sensitivity to the needs of the congregation and the needs of the people, and there being some distinction made about the needs of black people or African American people within our culture as opposed to the needs of Caucasians. However, I believe there's more similarity than is often recognized or accepted. There has been a kind of change in position in terms of what we consider conservatism as opposed to liberalism. And even sometimes to me, I believe a misunderstanding of capitalism and socialism. Because when you look at the teachings of the Bible, certainly those in the New Testament portion of Scripture, you see more socialism than the church, I believe, and certainly the white church, has been comfortable in acknowledging. And I'll give you another example there. It kind of reminds me of the educational process. It's like asking, will our educational system ever get to the point to where remedial education is not needed? And my concern there is that I hope one day that it will, but then do I think that will be any time soon? No, I do not. The divide is still present divide is still great. There is still a tremendous need for remedial education in order to help those who have been denied, those who have been disenfranchised and underprivileged, the opportunity to acquire the educational skills needed to be able to qualify for the jobs available within our society. So it's like saying, will the local community college ever catch up with the Harvards and the Yales of our society? No, I don't think so, because I don't think that will ever be permitted. However, a bridge is needed to help those who are disadvantaged to gain some advantage in order to be able to compete successfully.